It's very interesting that how we respond to our situations or circumstances, problems, determines the quality of our lives. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Pooja, and today in this video I will break down some of your myths and assumption about problems, having problems in life. Since we wake up to till night, we to the time we sleep, we get to interact with a lot of things. So it depends whether you are, at home, whether you're working, you're a student. Irrespective of your roles, you have to face a lot of obstacles on daily basis, and according to your level, like level in the sense that where you are right now, like you are a student, you are a small kid, or you are a big adult, or you are running a company, you are in the military. Then so many examples we can take. So for sure, we feel like why it is happening to us all the time, like we solve one problem, then another comes. So if we take problems as opportunity, what if we do this, so what will happen? So you will see uh, the drastic change in your perspective, how you see your life, the quality the quality of life you enjoy every day. Otherwise we feel like that if we have problem, then we should not have a right to be happy, and when they will get solved, then we will be happy. This kind of perspective people take forward in their lives from their childhood to big adult till the death. And it is happening not to one person, it is happening to everyone. Um, and uh, and we think that if it is solved, then we are happy. What if it will not get solved for you? What if it will remain same all your life? So you will remain the same, that unhappy person. But my point on this is very different. I think, which I've already told you in the first few lines, that if we take every problem as an opportunity, if we think that it's not a problem, it's a signal of nature, and that nature wants you to grow, that's why she's putting you in a lot of situations, different kind of situations, irrespective of its maths. Sometimes happens that we feel like, yeah, I have never imagined this kind of problem will come in my life. So sometimes, if we take example of health issues, and as we grown as a very healthy teenagers, or sometimes adults, suddenly something happens to you, like I've seen a lot of people, they are very healthy, they're very very happy, they're doing very well in their lives, but suddenly something happens in their body, or sometimes they met an unknown accident, and their life got ups and downs. And some people gave up on that process, and some people keep on fighting to till the last breath of their lives. So what I'm trying to say, that if if you inside of think and analyze and accept that thing as an opportunity, not as a barrier, or a debt, or as a weight, weight of problem. Instead of look from different perspective, like it is happening to me for a reason, it has come to me for a reason. So you will change, you will drastically change the quality of your life. You have seen that Pakistani actress, I am not able to remember her name. She's totally paralyzed from, her half of the body is totally paralyzed, I think from here to down. But she can paint, she's a good speaker, she's a big public speaker, and she's a model, and she's an actress as well, and she do a lot of charity. She supports a lot of NGOs. She works for NGOs. So even though she is, I think she's single mother, instead of having a lot of obstacle in her life, she is so unstoppable. If you see her, you will be amazed by the charisma of her face, her aura. Why she should have she could have taken the different path of misery and complaining and saying ki, now my life is over, now this happens to me. I think she met an accident that time, and she was that time she lost of her, she got a lot of deformity in her body. She fought back, and after that revival, she something awakened that accident in her, and then after that she changed her life. Instead of complaining, she chose to explore that opportunity and made that misery her strength. So with this example, we can also do the same with our small problems. They're very tiny problems, guys, and if you have big problem and you are in a kind of situation where you think where to go, just try to be relaxed. Everything will be fine in longer run. Right now you're thinking that it's a big problem, but one day will come and you will realize that that was just to you that just was a awakening call from nature. You have also realized that many problems happened in the past, and it was there for a reason, and that made you a better person if you have worked you know to make it better, or make it try to solve that problem. And if you will not solve your problems, nobody is coming to solve your problems. You have to solve it. Whether you are in 20s, if I'm getting a problem right now, so if I will not solve it, so after crossing 10 years, 20 years, I have to solve that problem. Nobody will come in my life and solve that. So I tell this to everyone in my group, that if you will not take your life seriously, and if you will not work on yourself, your inner self or outer self, so you will remain the same. You will be outdated, and when once you will realize that you are outdated, and you will realize that you have not done the thing you are supposed to done, then you have to start from this point, that time as well. After, if you realize it after 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, when you are near to your grave, whatever time you have that kind of realization, you have to start that time. So self awareness, making accepting your problem as opportunity will make a great impact on your life. It seems like very small thing, but guys, it has a great impact, and it will transform you as a person, and it will level up your levels. It will level up you, definitely. I would say that because I have also realized it, because when I started problems as opportunity, and because when you do so na, your whole perspective about life, the tensions, the stress levels, they goes down, they low somewhere. I don't know where, but they just got collapsed somewhere, and they just vanished, and you just feel so empowered, even though you don't need any kind of validation from anyone, any kind of support from anyone. When you take this power back from becoming that complaining and miserable person, and become a responsible, and that person who take the responsibility for their actions, for the problems around, and try to solve, and you become a solution provider. When we when sometime I used to do, when I used to have problems, then I used to blame others. Okay, this kind of tendency I had a lot, in a very large levels. So that time I used to blame, this is the problem because of him or her, this is happening in my life. Because of that person, this is happening to me. And it never gave me solution. I was just rolling out in the same situations, and I yesterday I've talked about the patterns. So I was following the same pattern for every situation. If I'm not getting right marks, if I'm being not treated well in the class, or I don't have good friends, and I don't being praised by a teacher, or I being abused by my classmates for my physical appearance, or some other stranger for my physical appearance, because I look like a, you know not a typical Indian. I look like something different, like a Asian. Asian in the sense that I look like a little bit Chinese. So they have racist kind of tend. They used to put racist kind of comment on me. Then I was so small that time. I was not that aware and so much educated about these kind of stuff. So it was very obvious to blame others for my misery. Then after some time I realized, when I started working on myself, what happens when people troll you, na, so you become very um you just don't accept yourself as the way you are. You try to become somebody else. You try to become some uh, I used to poke my nose a lot. Like, I want to have a thin or long nose, because people around me, they used to say bad about me, like, because of my looks, that I don't look like them. So because of my this kind of uh, different appearance, they have problem, and they it created a lot of ruckus in my life, and and that was not explainable to anyone. Once goes to this kind of things, so they know what kind of misery they have to suffer. And at that time I used to blame my genes, that why I'm like this, why I'm not like them. So after, when I grew up, become a mature adult, when I have faced a lot of challenges, I read books, I met a lot of people, then I realized, not if I look different, then it's my power, and it's my genetics, and it's a blessing. And uh, and because of these things, a lot of things happened in between, and I was very much uh, doubt myself. I did not have that kind of confidence on my looks. So for girls it's so important to look good. And uh, and I used to be like this key. I think appreciation is not meant for me, not in terms of looks, in other ways as well, because if you don't look good, then if you are good in your academics, it doesn't matter. It's a reality, guys. It's a reality, bad bitter reality of those so-called people who doesn't understand your inner beauty, like how beautiful you are from inside. They doesn't understand that. And it it create a lot of traumas in my life, and it also, and this thing influenced my teenage and a lot of decisions of my life, how I perceived my how I create my reality in my past 10 years or 15 years. And once I became a little bit awakened because of some people and universe help me in that, then I realized the importance of me. Then I started working on myself, the way I am. I accepted myself the way I am, that I started improving on many levels. And I'm still working on that, and I want you to work on you as well, because you have to prioritize yourself, guys. You have to prioritize your self growth. It's not about only the inner outer growth. It starts with the inner growth. Like how somebody say something to you, how you will perceive that thing, you will have a conversation with yourself. Because you cannot control other people opinions on you. You can control your opinion on yourself, like how you talk to yourself, how positively, how it's not about positively, like the constructive conversation with yourself. Like, you should know the positive and negatives, but the good should always win. You should have a more positive point than the negative points about yourself. about the circumstances you are in right now. So in that, positive or the good should win over the bad. And it will eventually, it will not come to you, but you have to work on that. And I'm here to help you. And I just want you to listen my conversation. And if you differ, then please comment in that. I welcome the the improvement points. No one is perfect. Everyone is, it's just a perspective from my side, and I welcome your perspective as well. What do you think? And it varies person to person, but maybe my conversation may help your situation some way or another. Nobody knows. So you have to listen carefully. Do not listen to me like, it's not, I'm not saying you listen to me. Listen good people, and who have you know um, gone to this kind of journey. Like, listen to everyone very carefully, observe them, and then what you think is good for you, accept it. Try to make in change in that way in your life as well. If you do not feel it, then leave it. It's okay, because everyone has a unique path. But what happens when we listen other story, then we can make some correction variations in our lives and make changes in the thinking process. And you know more, everything is driven by emotions. We are driven by love, anger, lust, greed, and um, and what, laziness sometimes. So the negative characters which we embody, so they should not overcome the positive in you. The positive characters should be more in quantity than the negative one. So as I told you, everything is driven by emotion. So you have to work on yourself every day, every single day. You have to see your patterns, guys. You have to see like how you react, what kind of, like, why why you driven to the specific things, why you get affected by someone's opinion a lot, or why you think that way. Like, you should ask the questions. This is the best way to learn anything in your life. You should have to ask the questions. Even you have to ask yourself, like, why I'm here, why I'm on YouTube, what I'm doing here, and why I'm doing that job. You should be pretty clear why you're doing that, because the time is very precious, very 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 precious. So you should know consciously that why are you spending that. It should not be a unconscious or automatic process. So yeah, guys, so I hope you understand why I took this topic today. It's very quintessential, very very important to understand your problems, then work on that, take action to solve them as much as you can. You're the hope, your parents, guys, of your siblings, your friends, close ones. So never give up on yourself. One today you will feel bad, tomorrow you will feel good. So it's kind of emotions, mood, it will have a swings according to the circumstances. But it should not be more than half an hour or 1 hour on you. You should have a control on them. You should become the observer of your emotions, like why they are triggering. Like, I also got triggered by my partner. Sometimes he tries to make me very angry, sometimes by my mother, a lot. And sometimes I got feared when I face some new people, like on my workplace. Sometimes this happens to me. Then I feel like, why I'm feeling like this, then I work on that. So if you accept, analyze yourself, like why it is happening to me, then that's the beginning of your correction, making the corrections. So don't feel that key, why it is happening to me, I should be perfect. No one is perfect, guys. If you not working, if you're not working on that specific thing, so no one is perfect. It's like that. It's you have to work till you die. I always say that. Okay, then, and we are here for experience as much as you can, but do not make mistakes twice or thrice. If you're making mistakes again and again and repeatedly, this you will be fall in the same trap, and that will just waste your time and precious energy. Time and energy, it's very much important. It's very, 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 very important, guys. You have to be you have to preserve it and use it at the right place. But when you will know it is the right place, by experimenting, by making mistakes again, 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 then when you see it's the same pattern, then you have to correct it, and you have to make sure that you will not repeat that mistake again. So this is with this I will end my video. Thank you for having me today. I hope this conversation will add some value to you, and I will I'm able to make some justice to the conversation today. I'm trying to do some, I'm trying to see other YouTubers, and I'm trying to read what they're saying. I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying. Yeah. Ah, are you? Okay, someone is calling me. Thank you. Good night. Bye.